Hey guys, so today is Tuesday and I'm going to do a couple things today. I'll take you along with me. I'm going to cover my tomatoes with some Organza bags. I found these. I got these from Amazon and they're going to be really good to cover up the large tomatoes that we have to kind of keep the bugs off of them. There's some worms that I'm having issues with and I'm hoping that's going to help. So you'll see me do that today. And then also we're getting the farm stand ready because we want some sales happening as fast as we can from the farm stand. We've got a ton of tomatoes coming in. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today and do some more watering and weeding if I've got time. You can see all these tomatoes. That's just one plant. And I want to make sure that they are protected from, it looks like catawba worms, honestly, that have been getting on them. I don't see any worm damage here, but you can see there's a ton of tomatoes that we need to keep protected. So I'm going to try to put these in bags. Look at all these babies. They look really good, don't they? These are Cherokee purple, and the ones at the beginning of the row are Bella Rosa. I've got some red snapper, roadster, Bella Rosa, Skyway, Jolene. A lot of new hybrids that I'm trying this year, so I want to see how they're doing, but we can't do a taste test if I can't keep them from getting. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so you can see here that I've put some on and they actually blend in pretty well, which I was surprised. Those are green bags, so I was not sure if they would fit it, blend in, or if they would look green. But they don't look green. They blend in just fine. So this is an experiment. These are Cherokee purple. Obviously, I have so many tomatoes on these 500 plants that I can't do this with everything. But I can do it with some. The man myth legend is sanding something that's going to go in the farm stand. And you can see what we've got here. Look at this one tomato. Can you believe this? This is just nuts. 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 So the next thing I'm going to do is head over into the original garden and do some weeding. We have about 4 rows that once we pulled the potatoes out and the garlic out, we really didn't do much with it. So it's in desperate need of weeding. So I'm going to do that just now for as long as I can until it's too hot. Okay, so I'm going to show you the mess we've got, and that's what I'm going to be working on cleaning out. We've got a few weeds here, but it's not really bad. It's almost August, so you're going to have some weeds. But you can kind of see where I'm talking about here at the end of the garden. This is a row here. That's a row, that's a row, and that's a row where you see that orange milkweed that I had planted. That's my asparagus patch. So you can see we've got a row that's absolutely completely weeds, 2 rows that are completely weeds, and I'm going to work on this row here today, and maybe part of that row if it's not too hot. It's not been that bad actually. I mean, it's been like 91 or so, but so today it's going to be 91, but tomorrow and every other day this week is supposed to be 94, so that's going to be pretty rough. I like to get this stuff done early so we don't have to deal with a lot of stuff in the heat. And you can see the farm stand is right there. So yeah, I did do a little bit of weeding until the heat got to me, and so now I'm going to go over to our lower garden. I have about 260 tomato plants planted down there, and I don't have drip irrigation on them yet, so I'm going to water them because I just planted them about a week ago, so they need more water. Hey everybody, today's Tuesday and I am about to plant some eggplant in this main garden here, and then I'm also watering the tomatoes and peppers over here because it's going to be really hot today and it hasn't rained in a few days. So I want to make sure they get enough water today because I think it's supposed to get close to 94, which might not be very hot for some of you, but for us, with all this humidity, it's really pretty hot. So probably one of the hottest days of the year so far, and I want to make sure everything's good. So I'm going to go and plant this eggplant. And real quick, we amend with biochar. I amend with biochar, and then I also amend with garden tone before when I plant it in the planting hole. So in this bed is where I put the eggplant, and I watered it in very well. I amended it with garden tone and biochar, and I have drip running also right now, so that should be nice and hydrated. This is a carrot fail. I tried to germinate carrots in this bed without being so precious, as I call it. Didn't put burlap over it, just planted pelleted carrot seeds. And some of them germinated, but really it was a fail. So I'm actually going to just take that drip line up and reseed these and put burlap over them, because I do need another bed of carrots. I need another bed now, and I need another bed. I need to plant 2 more beds before the temperatures get too cool for them to grow. Sorry, it's really hot out here, so I'm talking kind of slow. So it is pretty hot out here, so I've turned the drip on to the main garden. Good morning. It is Thursday, and it is going to be really hot today, so I am just going to continue to make sure everything's watered, and I am actually also going to pot up some of my flower plants that I planted, or flowers I planted from seed, that will be hopefully filler for any kind of bouquets that I want to do later. I got a late start on this, like with everything in this garden, but the good news is the plants are still alive and everything, so I should be good. I just want to pot them up, and I'll show you what that looks like here. Okay, so let's take a look. We have the pink champagne celosia repotted. These are the 2 types of mignonette, mignonette at the top and stock at the bottom of this 6-pack here in the middle. And then I've got feverfew, 2 kinds of feverfew, and a calendula in here. And these are the love and a puff vines that I had. So all in all, pretty successful repotting. I'm going to leave these guys here for a day under this awning just to get a little bit of protection from the sun, and then I'll probably put them out into the sun and let them get used to it so they can grow, and then we can put them out into their final spot into the garden. Happy Friday, guys. It is Michelle and it is Friday. Today it's going to get even warmer than it was yesterday. It's already hot. It's about 10:45 in the morning, and I'd say it's probably pushing 85 already. It's going to be up to 94. I don't know what the feels like temperature is, but I'm just in the business of keeping these plants alive and somewhat happy as we continue to get hotter and hotter. So we've got several hundred tomatoes and peppers out here, cucumbers, squash, melons, lettuce, carrots, lots of scallions, several flowers that are not doing so great. But today I'm focusing on doing some work on some of the rows to get drip irrigation back under the row cover. We had put irrigation on top of some of the row cover, and we're fixing that now, so we're putting it back underneath it so that it's more efficient and the water goes down into the beds more. And yeah, maybe we'll do some work on the farm stand up here. I don't know. We'll see what we can stand to get done today. It's really hot. So let's take a look at the beds that have the drip irrigation set up, so we can see what needs to be done. Okay, so this is what we need to do. This bed did not have any plastic over it, and now it does. So it just needs to have drip. Those are deer in the middle of the road. You'll see it when it moves in a second, if it moves. That is so crazy. They're headed this way. They better stay out of the garden. Oh my goodness, look at that.
They want to come down this way. You want to walk back this